Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today I am doing a Sephora haul, and I know I just did a Sephora haul not so long ago, but the way Sephora just has a chokehold on me, there's literally always something in my carts. So I've been picking up sets here and there for Christmas gifts, and of course some gifts for myself because I cannot help myself. I'm literally that meme that's like goes to the store to buy Christmas gifts, leaves with items for themselves. But I've actually been good and I've been doing my shopping early. I'm usually the last minute type of shopper and I'm shopping like the week of Christmas. But this year I said enough of the chaos. I'm going to shop early, and for me this is early. I know some people do their Christmas shopping like a whole year ahead, but I feel like that's just too early for me. Like I feel like a month is a good enough time to gauge like what that person might want or need. And what's super special about this video is that it's actually in collaboration with Sephora, my favorite place in the whole wide world. I mean, what better collab, what better partnership than Sephora and I? And I wanted to let you guys know about the Sephora Gifts for All event. You know my middle name is coupon code, so I got you guys a 20% off code, and the code is get gifting. And you can also save 30% off all Sephora collection, which I feel like I'm always talking to you guys about Sephora collection products and telling you how underrated they are, especially the brushes. I literally use a Sephora brush every single time I do my makeup. And if you haven't signed up to be a beauty insider, if you haven't signed up for the beauty insider program, baby, I don't know what you're doing. It's free. You get points. I love redeeming my points, especially 500 points for $10. I'll have the code in the description bar, but it is good until the 11th. Avoid the chaos of last minute shopping and also save yourself some coin. If you missed my last Sephora haul, definitely check it out because I featured two sets that I feel are musts as gifts this year. One is a cologne sampler for the man in your life, whether it's your boyfriend, a friend, a secret Santa, your brother, your father. Fire set comes with a nice little bag. They get to sample different scents out and then they can redeem it for a full size. I explain it in that video, so make sure to check it out. And I also got the Voluspa candle set as a gift, and I'm super excited to gift that one. Low-key, I want to get one for myself because not only is it so pretty, but it's the perfect way to explore the Voluspa candle brand. So if you've never tried one or you want to kind of explore new scents and see what really works for you, that set is fire. I honestly want to pick one up for myself. Same goes for this set. I got it as a gift, but I low-key want it for myself because it's just too good. This is the Sephora Favorites holiday must-haves. I'm spending Christmas in Florida with my family, so I'm thinking of gifting this set to my cousin's girlfriend. This set honestly contains like so many of my favorites. Like you have a Rare Beauty blush, and it's in this like red tone, which can be a little scary, but if you just use a little bit, or if you even dab it onto your hand and then apply with a sponge or your fingers, it's beautiful. So you have a Rare Beauty blush, a mini Polish Choice liquid exfoliant. It's amazing for retexturizing your skin, getting rid of all of that like flaky dead skin, especially for this weather. You have a Grande Lash enhancing serum. Who doesn't want longer lashes? The Kat Von D tattoo liner, and it's a full size. You can't go wrong with a black felt tip liner, and I feel like they're notorious for their liquid liners. So you get a full size of that and a full size of the Ilia mascara. So if you're a fan of either of those two products, I feel like the price, it just makes sense to get the set because you're getting the full size. Natasha Denona, a little mini trio of the retro palette. You have two mattes and a shimmer, perfect for a quick little eyeshadow look. And Natasha Denona is one of my favorite brands for eyeshadows. An all-nighter from Urban Decay mini spray, the Anastasia Brow Freeze, which I love. I used it today and I love it, especially for no makeup days. 3 full-size products. The math is mathing. So if you love those products and you want to try these other ones, or you've already tried it and you want like travel size ones, boom, bomb set. And then you get a little mini Fenty gloss, which again, I have a Fenty gloss on right now, and the Fenty gloss is the Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I actually have Fenty Glow Heat on right now. It's this one, but with a little bit of like the plumping effect. So this is the everyday bestsellers holiday must-haves, and I feel like you just can't go wrong with this one. I feel like it's gonna sell out because just so many great brands in here, and it's a great gift again for yourself or for anyone else. I usually don't get that excited for a set, but I feel like all of those products are bangers. All of those brands I already use and love, and you just can't go wrong with something like that. The rest of the items are from me to me. So I picked up the Amika Brooklyn Bombshell Blowout Spray. I saw someone randomly post this on stories and they were like, if you know, you know. And I was like, I don't know, but I want to know because her hair looks bomb. And Amika is just one of those brands that you could just trust. I always love the packaging on Amika products. It says blow it up when you blow it out with a no weight network of heat safe high volume. It's a spray that's gonna help you with your blowout. And I'm trying to perfect doing my hair at home. My hair is extremely oily, so going to the salon twice a week is just way too expensive, and it just takes too much time. Like by the time you get to the salon and get the whole blowout, come back home, like it's a lot. I feel like it just takes way too much time out of my day. So I really want to perfect doing my hair at home. Like I did my hair today, and I think what really needs to change is my haircut. I need shorter layers in the front to really get that blowout look, because I have the Dyson blow dryer, I have the Dyson Airwrap, but I still can't seem to like perfect doing my hair myself. All that to say, I am willing to get any product that's going to help me achieve a blowout at home. I have a lot of products that you can use after your hair is styled, like on dry hair, like oils and stuff like that, but I want to play around with more like mists. And it's not a leave-in conditioner, it's a blowout spray, so it's supposed to help you get that voluminous blowout look. So we shall see. For today's eyeshadow, I actually used this new palette from Artist Couture. It's the Supreme Nudes Matte Masterpiece. If you've watched any of like my Sephora must-haves or my tutorials, then you know I'm always talking about the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. It's one of my go-to favorite palettes. I feel like it's very underrated. So I saw the Supreme Nudes, and you guys know I love a neutral eye, and especially a matte neutral eye. It's just my comfort zone. It's what makes me feel my best. And I feel like if you've been trying to get the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, but no luck because it's been sold out in store and online forever and ever and ever, this is such a great alternative. Now you guys know I love the Viseart, or if you didn't know, I love the Viseart matte palette, but that one is pricey, but that's like my go-to, especially in my kit for like a bridal matte look. But this one is a fraction of the price. Now you don't get a white and you don't get a black, but if you love browns, if you love shades and tones of brown, then this is the one. I love a simple eye, and sometimes I just want a quick brown in my crease, and I don't want to whip out a palette that has shimmers in it, because then I'm sometimes tempted to put a shimmer. Like I just want a quick matte brown in my crease, but I don't want to use my bronzer either because it can be too warm. So this is like the perfect brownie browns type of palette. I do love Artist Couture shadows. I do love the quality of them. I love the way that they blend. They don't get patchy on the eyes. They don't like skip or get muddy, and you know I love a warm tone, but you do get a little bit of mixture of like cool and warm. I just feel like it's the perfect neutral palette. So again, this is the Matte Masterpiece by Artist Couture, and I love the size of it too. Like for traveling, I feel like I would just have to travel with this and I'm good, because 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna do a matte brown look. Again, it's just what makes me feel the best, especially when I have eyelash extensions, because it's just quick and easy and I don't risk getting like glitter on my lashes. But I did pick up this Huda Beauty Empowered palette, and I just found it super unique. You do get like this array of shades of like golden browns. It's a very like golden brown tone palette, and one thing about Huda Beauty is that she is going to play with different textures and formulas in her eyeshadow palette. So you have some creams in here and some crazy like chunky glitters. I wanted to do a super like bold chunky gold kind of eye for the holidays, and I feel like this shade Limitless would be perfect for that. Some of these are almost like pressed glitters. They're super pigmented. So nice because you don't really have to do much for your lid. It's the shadow and a glitter in one. I feel like this palette screams fall, and it looks really fun. So let me know if you guys have tried this palette or if you love Huda Beauty eyeshadows. This next product was definitely influenced by TikTok. It's the Say Sunmelt Natural Cream Bronzer. I got it in medium bronze, and I did put it on today. I have it on. It's such a unique formula. First impressions is that I love it. I do have to test it out though to see if it will break me out, because a lot of cream bronzers do clog my pores, but I have super high hopes for this one because it is a clean beauty brand, and it went on so nicely and so effortlessly. A lot of cream bronzers can be a little dry or patchy on the face. I will say though, this color was perfect for me because I love a warm tone bronzer, but if you are not into a warm tone, then I wouldn't get the shade medium bronze because it is warm warm. But I personally love that and feel like it's the most flattering on my skin tone. So what's cool about this is that it's almost like a sheer bronzer. Like you can really sheer it out or build it up. I applied a few layers of this on my face and it didn't feel heavy and it didn't look cakey or anything like that. I tried it with a brush and a sponge and both methods worked for this formula. If you want something super quick and easy, I feel like this formula was very forgiving. But again, this shade does run a bit warm, which personally I love. So far so great. I'm really excited to keep using this bronzer. I love bronzers. I feel like I can't get enough. Another Huda Beauty product. This is the Glowish Blur Jam. This is the silicone-free smoothing primer. This is probably the most unique primer that I've ever seen and felt. So it's a silicone-free smoothing primer. This is what it looks like. It comes in this little jar. It looks edible. It looks like jam. And what's super cool about this is that it feels kind of like invisible and like matte, but when you actually like spread it out, it's cooling and hydrating without it being oily. It's honestly the most unique formula I've ever touched. So it helps the texture and kind of smooths out your pores without it having silicone, but it's also not drying because a lot of pore filling or pore minimizing primers can be very matte, and this one isn't. It dries down very quickly, but while you're applying it, it has like a cooling, cold feeling, but also a little hydrating. I'll continue to try this out, the Glowish Blur Jam, but if you have the chance to try out that product in store, like to test it out on your hand, do it because it's just like the craziest feeling, the most unique formula in my opinion. I picked up a new concealer. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Use Concealer. I got mine in the shade 12Y and it is a concealer that I have on right now. Normally for a bright under eye look, like the one I have right now, I have to use 2 concealers, but I only use this one and it covered, it brightened, it did what it needed to do. I did pick up a shade that is brightening, so that could also be the reason why, but I've never tried the Best Skin Ever foundation by Sephora collection and I know a lot of people love it, so I do kind of want to pick that up. And again, for the Sephora collection, it's 30% off. So I picked up this Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. Did I need it? No. Is it absolutely stunning? Yes. I feel like I mainly picked this up because of the packaging. It's a limited edition packaging. I do love the Prisme Libre powders. I have 3 of them currently, and my favorite is number 2 and number 3. But look at this packaging. It's so cute. It's like a little pillow. So this is the normal packaging, and this is the limited edition packaging. And it is a limited edition shade. This is number 12, Lumiere. So with these Givenchy powders, you do get 4 shades in one, but once you kind of dispense it out, they all kind of mix together. So this one has like a lavender, a purple, and 2 like peachy pinky tones, which if you know about under eye brightening, peach and purple equals super bright under eye. I do love myself a yellow tone powder, but if I want a super bright under eye, I prefer peach and kind of like a lavender purple situation, and pink. So if you want something very brightening, pink, purple, peach, those are all going to kind of color correct while also brightening. I did use this today. Now my skin is very dry right now, so it didn't really give me like a super luminous finish. To me, this is kind of like a satin finish, not really a luminous finish, which I like because I don't really like a luminous finish under my eyes if I'm using powder. Now, if it's a super natural look and I'm going for like a dewy look, then by all means, you know, a dewy luminous concealer is the way to go. But for powders, I don't really like them to have glitter under my eye because that can emphasize fine lines and texture. But this just gave like the right amount of, I wouldn't even say sheen, but I guess sheen would be the best word. It's not a super matte powder, I guess is the best way to put this. But to be honest, the packaging totally got me. I mean, it's just so pretty, especially if you collect these, and it's a limited edition shade, so. And then I also tried this out today. I've been dying to get my hands on the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palettes. I picked up the elephant one, but I do want to pick up the tiger one because the packaging is amazing. It has like all these tigers on it. I mean, I'm a huge animal lover. I love elephants. Little elephant. And these are the shades. If you've never tried an Hourglass powder, you're missing out, especially the palettes. They're so good. I remember the trio, I think they still have it, the Hourglass like ambient lighting palette. They have it in actually a few different tones and shades now, but that palette was always with me. Like it was always in my kit because the way Hourglass powders just smooth out your face is insane. Both their powders, just like regular powders, their blushes, their bronzers, everything that they do as far as complexion gives you this most natural, radiant, healthy look, and it's just like no other. It's kind of like a baked formula, and it's very, very unique. I feel like no one does it like Hourglass. I love a yummy, healthy look, and this is what's gonna give you that, especially if you have oily skin and you want a sheen and you want a luminous finish, but you don't want to do highlight because it'll either emphasize your texture or it'll make you oilier. This is the way to go because it's not chunky glitter. So these first two are finishing powders, and then this one is a strobe powder, so it's going to give you the glow and the highlight. But these first two are beautiful to set your face or to add on top of your finished makeup, just to kind of blur everything out or make it look more blended and like unified. I love going in with like a super fluffy brush with one of those just to kind of like blend everything out and give it like this filter kind of effect. And then you have the bronzer and the two blushes. I do have on these two blushes and the bronzer on actually right now. And these two blushes gave me like the most beautiful juicy look. I wanted to say edible. It's like you want to eat your cheeks because they just look so juicy. I can use all the glow I can get, but also amazing for the summer, like a super quick, youthful, glowy, yummy look. If you know me, you know I love Fenty Beauty lip glosses. I mean, everyone does. I feel like if you know anyone, you know Fenty Gloss Bomb is probably in their makeup bag. I mean, it is the it girl gloss. It is just the one and the two and the three. And she came out with this shade which is called Hot Chocolates. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit scared of this one because it is a brown and I typically go for like nudes. Same beautiful scent. I've been seeing all the girlies on TikTok use this and have like the most gorgeous brown, juicy, glossy lip, and it looks so beautiful with like minimal makeup and like a slick back hairstyle. I feel like that's just so in right now, like that I'm cold look and you want a little pigment to your lips. It has the beautiful like golden shimmers like the gloss bombs do, which is gonna give you that extra juicy, shiny lip. And it's not like a super pigmented brown, which I like. It looks like a hot chocolate color, and I love that it's not super pigmented because you can just use it alone or on top of any other lip combo that you have. I'm a Fenty fanatic at this point, and the color again that I have on right now is the Fenty Glow Heat. I love the Heat glosses because they just feel a little tingling. I don't find them to be like super exaggerating on the plumping effect, but I do like that like tingly feel, that like minty fresh feel. So I love the original, I love the Heat line, and I also love the cream. There's like different finishes and different types of gloss bombs, and you can't go wrong with any of the gloss bombs. So I picked up the Hot Chocolates that was in the market for a skin tint that feels super lightweight on the skin, that doesn't break me out. Let's cross our fingers for this one. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. This is the Always On Radiant Skin Tint. This silky, breathable texture evens tone, nourishes and hydrates for a soft, radiant finish that lasts. It says 12-hour breathable wear, light to medium buildable coverage, moisture boosting hyaluronic acid, and skin smoothing niacinamide. I know niacinamide and hyaluronic acid are all the rage right now. Like everyone wants hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, but I feel like nobody talks about how certain skin types can break out from hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. So that's what kind of scared me about this one. I got this in medium 1. I did test this out. I tried on a little bit of it on my cheek and it looked beautiful. It really evened out my skin tone, which is what I want, because the thing about me is I suffer with a lot of redness. So for every day, I don't really like to wear a lot of makeup, but sometimes I do want to look a little more presentable and not walk outside like all red cheeked. So I wanted something that was going to help me with my redness. It's about time that your girl finds a skin tint that works for her, because I'm tired of being 0 to 100, like no makeup at all and then like full face of makeup. Like I really want to perfect my no makeup but still have on something on my face, like not just powder. So I got the Beauty Blender Bounce. Let me know if you guys have tried this or what skin tint you like, especially if you have sensitive skin. Like I have the Ilia one, but I'm so scared to put it on because I know some people break out from it. I'm just scared. I know the YSL one is really popular, Lancome. I really wanted to try the Estee Lauder one, but I'm just so terrified of breaking out, because thing about my type of breakout is I won't get like a pimple that I can treat. I get small contact dermatitis bumps all over my face that are so hard to get out. Like if it was just one of those like, oh, I break out, I get like an acne, like a pimple, and you treat it with like benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, and then it goes away, that's different. But me, I get bumps all over, and they're these like little under the skin bumps, and it's because I have like an allergy to the product. So that's why I'm always so scared to try things. It's not because of like breaking out. I mean, breaking out is not fun, but my type of breakout is one that takes weeks and weeks and weeks to clear up, and it takes like dermatologist prescription creams to clear that up. So that's why I'm always like talking about how scared I am when it comes to certain products. I did pick up this Refi Duo brush. It finally came back in stock and I was like, yep, add to cart, because I feel like it's been out of stock for a minute, and it's because all of the TikTok girlies have been raving about this, especially Monet. If you watch her on TikTok, then you know about the swirl method, I think is what she calls it, the Refi swirl. So she does her foundation with this brush and she just like lightly swirls the product on, and I just love the way she does her makeup. So it's a dual-ended brush. This side is kind of dense, so I'm curious to see how I'll like that, maybe for like blending out blush or like bronzer, maybe like contouring. But I really wanted to try out this like duo fiber end, and it's very lightweight. I thought this brush would be kind of heavy, but now I see why it's so easy to be like whisking the foundation or the skin tint on, because it's just, it feels like you're holding nothing, which is nice, because then you're really gonna get that like light and airy look. So I'm excited to have this, and I want to try out that swirl method that everyone is talking about. And lastly, this is another product that finally came back in stock. This has been sold out, I feel like, for over a year, I want to say. This is the Sol de Janeiro Real Sunset Glow Oil. I love putting glow on my clients' collarbone, but also on their shoulders. I feel like the shoulders are kind of neglected, but I feel like the shoulders really hit different. Like if you're wearing a spaghetti strap or a strapless and you pose and your shoulders are glowing, it looks gorgeous. So this is the shade Real Sunset. Ooh. They smell so good. They smell like a tropical vacation. Like I'm sitting in a cabana drinking a margarita right now with this on, and you cannot tell me otherwise. It just brings you to paradise. And I like that these are not super oily or sticky, because I cannot stand a sticky glow. You know the struggle of your hair getting like stuck to your glow or your clothes. Like I just don't like a sticky heavy feeling. So this doesn't feel heavy at all, but of course you can build it up. If you really want to amp something like this up, you can do a little highlight on the collarbone, and again right on those like tips of the shoulders, and it is beautiful. So this is a translucent champagne shimmer, and I love that because it can go for any skin tone, because it just kind of melts into the skin and gives you a sheen, but it doesn't really give you color. So love that. Finally came back in stock, so had to snag that up. I love ordering online because we always get a little freebie, and I got these little Voluspa candles, the French Cade Lavender and Forbidden Fig. I really wanted to smell Forbidden Fig. That's nice. It's very fruity and would be really nice in a bathroom. French lavender. So nice and relaxing, perfect for like a bedroom or again like a bathroom. So that is everything that I picked up. Let me know what you guys are picking up, if you're picking something up for yourself or for a family member, your friend, your boyfriend. Now's the time. You're getting the discounts, you're avoiding the chaos, and pick something up for yourself too, because you deserve it, okay? Work hard, play hard, treat yourself, okay? But save some coin while you at it. Don't forget to use the code. I'll have it in the description bar. I'm really excited for the holidays, and I am gonna be having a giveaway, so make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's where it'll be at. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.